On proof that they're
Okay.
that you or them are a public organization.
I'm done. All right.
But this is my property.
Okay.
And what y'all saying is that y'all are going to do force a contract on me that isn't lawful with your guns.
I don't know if it's lawful. I mean, it's.
And what is your name? What is your badge number?
My name is Deputy Andrew Laura, badge number 767, St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office.
I didn't ask for a pseudonym. I didn't ask for a fake name. I asked for your name. The name that's on your
fake name. I'm not giving you a fake name. What is your name?
My name is unconcerning.
Okay,
my name is third party of
my
interest.
name
My
is
name is
unconcerning
grantor.
of yours too. Okay?
But if you're going to give me a pseudonym, which I asked for your name, what's your driver's license? Let me see it. I'll be able
I'm
to
not going to give you my driver's license. Why? Well, give me yours.
I don't have a drive. Why would I drive? I don't get paid to bring anybody.
We're done. We're done.
So what is your badge number? And your
Right here.
it's S Beard. And what is the badge number?
797.
797. All right. All right. So now y'all are trying to force a contract on me. I've asked that this contract be shown. Y'all refusing to show it. I've asked that that y'all prove that this is parish property. You refuse to show it, but you've made a threat to me that if I don't allow for things to be done, that I will be arrested. I will be taken in. Well, you can only call it captivity because I asked for you to prove that you're a political subdivision. You can't, and you can't do that neither.
Well, the uniform, the badge, and all
The
that
uniform
should be
is called Fake Cops, Real Problems. There's a movie about it. It's real easy to get a uniform and a badge these days. It costs 25 bucks. But the uniform and a badge isn't what gives a person a political subdivision.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why the same advice I'd give to you.
Right.
The badge isn't what gives a person the authority. It's called a political subdivision. The government gives you that authority. And you must hold that status with the IRS. That's how they judge what status you hold.
Okay.
Y'all do not hold that status. I've checked with the IRS, and you do not have a confirmation letter, which is required from the IRS to be a political subdivision. Look up confirmation letter, IRS, political subdivision, Google it, and you'll go to the IRS letter, look on the 5th paragraph, and it says you must have in order to have this status. The word must is included. You do not hold this status, but you're coming out here and you're threatening me that if I don't give up my rights and my property, that y'all will torture me.
No.
Yeah, you're going to torture me. You're going to put handcuffs on me. You're going to put me in the back of a little car. Y'all have established no authority whatsoever under rights by the government. You have not given me that. I've asked you for it. I asked you nicely. You said, the heck on you, Tanner. We don't have to. We don't need no badges. We don't need no stinking badges. That's what that is. That's a political subdivision confirmation letter.
The badges are right here.
In order to have that badge, I can get a badge. I can make an ID for less than 30 bucks.
Our IDs are right here. We carry with us all the time.
And again, I can get that made for 30 bucks.
Then,
But what you got to have that ID is a political subdivisional status with the government. Do you have that? If you have that, man, you got it, bro. You do whatever the heck you want, man. I will actually ask to enlist with y'all. I will volunteer to come down there and cook food for y'all if y'all got it. I promise you that. I will bring y'all food once a week if you can show me that you are an organized political subdivisional status. You will not have a better friend because I want that. But y'all don't have that, man. And I can't support that.
Well,
now, again,
we don't want enemies.
Well, you don't have no enemy with me. I'm a God-blessed man. I'm trying to bless y'all. I love you too, man.
They're trying to help you. They're trying to improve your better way of life with a nice, smooth, paved road.
Now, I appreciate y'all doing that, but I want y'all to think from my side. I got dogs here. I got animals. I got my old people. They coming down here. Look at these curbs right here. Oh, they perfect, ain't they? Can you imagine what they're going to be? Imagine now how they're driving now is crazy, but imagine this is nice and pretty blacktop out in the middle of no place.
This as a shortcut.
Yeah, and they're using this also for carrying beans. They were carrying commercial stuff. None of that was part of the agreement that they made with my grandpa. This was supposed to be a little wood bridge that only the neighbors were going to use, and only the few people that was across there with cattle. And we're good neighbors. My grandpa was one of the 150 men that made it off of Iwo Jima from the beginning to the end. Okay. Sheriff Durang led his sheriff possession 2 miles long because anything anybody ever needed, they could come to him and get. Right. That's the type of people we are. Right. We're not here to harm you. Right. We're here to love you. But I've got my elderly parents here to watch out for.
And I understand that. I understand that.
I'm not wanting to commit no crime.
And the other thing that I can address and let you know too, once they pave this road,
Yeah.
if you're having problems with people speeding and the rest of that, I'll personally come over and run radar.
Well, again,
To help to enforce
I appreciate that, but again, y'all haven't shown me that y'all have political subdivisional status. So it'd be a crime for me to call y'all about somebody else, because y'all are just going to bring them into an admiralty court. What the heck is an admiralty court have anything to do with what's going on with this land except being in fraud?
Right. But
okay.
The thing is, when we enforce it like that, it slows people down. That's what you want ultimately, correct?
What I want is for there to be an understanding, one way or the other, of whether the parish owns this road. I've heard it coming out of the mouth, but I've gone down and I've checked it down at the county, and they don't have no paperwork showing that they own this road. Okay. I've checked it. I've spent hours. I checked it all the way back to the patent. I got it from the BLM, from the cadastral record. I got the patent on this land. We're filing a land patent on this land. Now, it doesn't matter. We own it. So if they come on here, and they come on volunteering to pay me for being on this property, for doing something that they don't have a contract with me, and they don't have the ability to do. So if they want to do that,
something you're actually going to have to talk to the parish about. We don't have anything control over.
I did talk to the parish, and they called y'all, and they sent y'all out here to threaten me. Instead of the parish, did the parish come out here and talk to me?
We don't want to threaten you.
Well, you have threatened me.
To do their job. And their job's to put a new road, to make life better here and put in a better road.
And I have no problem with them doing their job.
That's what it all comes down to.
But I will accept that. Right. But I want proof of claim that this is their job, number one. Number two, that they have authority to do this, number two. And number three, that they don't have to pay me under the Constitution that says if they take land from me, if they use land from me, you don't get to use it for free as a government. All right? They have to pay you. Somewhere along the way, they decided to use our land. Nowhere along the way did they ever pay us. That's a crime. That's a violation of our constitutional right, in which you two have sworn to uphold. And your sheriff's bond is anchored on the fact that y'all come out operating under y'all's oath like honorable men, and that y'all do what is to be done. Your oath says that if a government wants a use of land, they must pay that person for it. That's a constitutional right. If you'd like for me to pull out the Constitution, I'll show it to you.
But the big thing is, we're not going to be the ones paying you. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that. It's a parish.
We're being told through parish government that it's actually a public road, and that's the reason why it's getting paid.
Have you asked them for the proof?
It's not up to me to actually make the decision, other than I'm being told from hires above me that it's actually a parish road. So if it was a private road, I would tell them, no, you cannot come on the property.
Okay. Have you seen any proof of that this is a parish road? Because I haven't. I've asked for it. Well, I went down to the county and looked it up for myself.
Okay, well, I mean,
there ain't no proof.
That's up. We'll have to research ourselves.
Well, y'all need to research that before y'all come down here and threaten me that protecting my private land is a crime, because that is a violation of your oath.
And I understand what you're saying. But
okay.
Like I say, I mean,
I'm glad that you understand.
It has to be proven as to it's the right of way.
Well, if
literally right of way.
It sounds like there's a disagreement and understanding. It sounds like they have no proof whatsoever, or they would have brought it to you right off the bat and said, "Here's it is."
Well, like I say, they come through with the parish. They are contracted under the parish. The parish says it's a public road.
Once
again, that comes down to between you and the parish, for them to show you proof that it's actually private property, or whether it's a public
if they
road.
want to come on this road and do what y'all saying, for it to be a crime for me, I need to see proof. Because right now, my intent is to protect private property, and it's all about intent. My intent is not to stop any public betterment. That is not my intent. Mm-hmm. So if they can show me that they own this road, or that they're a public organization, a political subdivision is the lawful description of it, then man, we don't have no problems. So please ask them. So there won't be no problem. So y'all's time isn't wasted, my time isn't wasted, the court's time isn't wasted, and their time isn't wasted. Bring the paperwork down. We asked them to come down 2 months ago. They've refused. You see, they didn't come down now. They sent you two down.
Did they send you notification?
They didn't send us nothing. We had some people show up and say they were digging a 3-foot by 3-foot ditch right here. Killing our, you tell me that ain't gonna kill my grandpa?
I just talked to this guy right here. He said he ain't touching your oak trees.
Well, you know, that's not what I was told.
About. He just told me they ain't touching your oak trees.
Well, again, no, we don't know nothing.
Right. Yeah, because he said you were worried about your 2 big oaks. There's 2 of them. Right?
Yeah, well, there's 3, because there's an oak down there that would be.
They're not touching any of your trees.
Well, again,
They can anyway.
but they might be digging a hole.
Private property.
But they might be digging a hole through here. I don't know. And cutting my roots is just as bad as cutting down my tree. So, you know, I have legitimate concerns, gentlemen.
I understand exactly.
And for me to allow them to just pass by without them substantiating any of their charges, if they would just substantiate 1 of the 3, I would be okay with that. And I think that's reasonable. I don't think I'm being unreasonable, gentlemen.
Like I say, once it's established, if that's private property, I mean, you have every right to gate it, do whatever you want to do.
You know, and even though y'all haven't proven to me that y'all have a political subdivision status, I have showed y'all respect, haven't I?
Absolutely.
And if y'all would ever ask me for assistance, you would have it. Even though we have some problems, because your sheriff came out here, allowed people to come out here with unlawful warrants. They imprisoned my elderly parents unlawfully. I got a $10 million bond, three claims against the sheriff's bond already.
Right.
All right, we have problems,
Right.
but this doesn't make us have to be bad neighbors.
Right.
That's why we have paperwork. That's why we have courts, different courts,
That's right.
so that things can be handled civilly. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm saying that there is a disagreement in the understanding of the ownership. I have researched it. I have the paperwork. You want me to get the paperwork? I'll show it to you right now.
I mean, what you need to do is probably to contact the actual sheriff or someone like that, and then get together with him and show the actual paperwork.
Oh, again, speaking to an agent is speaking to the primary.
Well, he's
right.
the primary.
Well, I'm speaking to you, and he has hired you. He's trained you. You're going to go back to him. You're going to tell him exactly what I'm saying. In fact, you're videotaping it, so he's going to be able to watch exactly what I'm saying. Okay. So I want there to be very clear understanding. My intent is not to break the law whatsoever, but my intent is to make sure that the contract that we have, because we do have a contract with the parish, but it's a limited contract, and it's one of a gentleman's contract, handshake. So if they got something other than the contract I'm saying we got, please show it to me, man. That will stop me from having to do anything. That will allow me to get down on the bayou and start having some more fun, because that's where I was, down on the bayou having fun, man.
Right.
I don't want to be up here messing with y'all. Y'all don't want to be messing with me.
Yeah.
I want to be a bayou boy. I like the country. I don't want no blacktop road, to be honest with you. There's a reason why I live out here and not in the city. But yeah, if they want to come down here, it's not a problem. Ask them, the parish, to come out here. Tell us what they're planning on doing, first of all. We have the right to know, because they haven't ever given us a letter. They haven't ever done nothing, and that's not right, man. Okay. I got a 74-year-old grandmama, and both of them are in their 70s, 74 and 70. They don't need this. My mom just now had a heart deal because of what happened to her and dad, the doctors are saying. They scared the living. My mom and dad, my dad's a 50-year retired Baptist minister. Never had a problem with the police ever in his life. They came up there, stopped him, put handcuffs on him, stuck him in the back of the car so they could search through this house. Which the federal warrants, rules of criminal procedure says that they're to be here. They didn't have the right to lock them up while they're busting in the deal. The search warrant itself said they only had the right for this property right here. They stopped them up the road at the Church of Christ when they was trying to get a minister to come down here and witness. They also said that they were to use a locksmith to properly open. They came here battered in my parents' door. They also says it is to be authenticated, which means it had to be from a court and it had to have a court seal. None of them had a court seal. The arrest warrant they used for me was supposed to be signed by a judge. That goes back as long as we've had courts. It's supposed to be signed by a judge. It was signed by a clerk out of Utah. Number two is, you can't serve a warrant from Utah in here. You have to bring the warrant up to the Western District of the United States District of the Western District of Louisiana, and you got to get them to look at it and them to sign an arrest warrant. They had no Louisiana arrest warrant. They came, they kidnapped me, they tortured me, they forced a plea out of me. You know what how they forced a plea? They told me if I didn't give them a plea, because I refused to give a plea 3 times, went to court and refused to make the plea, they brought me back and said they were going to do the exact same thing they did to me, to my parents. That's what they did. That's how they got a 98% conviction rating. You don't win at 98% at nothing unless you're cheating.
What was the charge?
They charged me for mail fraud. I had traffic tickets for over 20 years. Never been I'm a Baptist minister. What I did was I wrote to Judge Romney while his cousin was running for president, and came out publicly that he was writing a bunch of fake DWIs. And he wrote it against one of the women who was in my internet church service, while she was trying to save her 4 young boys from being out. Now, the only thing she had was a misdemeanor spousal abuse against her 6'4" husband. She's 4'9", and they took her kids for that. Then, while she was trying to fight them, they pulled her over and said that she was drunk. They gave him a breath ELISA, she passed. Gave her the blood test, she passed. She passed everything, but they kept the DWI, and Judge Romney kept bringing her back, harassing her. Oh. So I put out a public notice saying that this man is a liar. He's dishonorable, and he's a coward, which he was. He was acting outside his official duty, his official capacity. They can't remove a public notice, so they said, well, that's a lien. So they said I did a fictitious lien. They came down here, arrested me under a fake warrant, hauled me up to Utah. I didn't even know the charges against me for 3 months. I was kept in solitary for 3 months. Okay, that's how the marshals do it. Brought me to the back. Now, they told me I had a state charge. They had a state warrant. Never showed me the warrant. Brought me in. I'm held in the holding cell. Don't even get to talk to nobody in St. Martinville for 3 days. Nobody. Not a power of attorney, nothing. All of a sudden, I go into a federal court. They got an attorney wanting to force on me. I can afford an attorney. I just don't know what the charges are yet. I can handle my own law business. I sure don't need him. All right? I just, under the 6th Amendment, I get to know what the charges, the nature and the cause of the charges are. I asked them for the true bill, which is under the Constitution. There's only 2 jurisdictions for criminal, and that's common law and admiralty. So I asked them for the true bill, or the affidavit of the complaint, which you got to have for common law. They didn't have it. I asked them for the contract, which you must have in order to be in an admiralty court. They didn't have it. Guess what? I got pulled out of there. Once I showed her what the fraud was, because that revealed the fraud. The marshal pulled me out, brought me in the back, locked me to a chair, told me I got to give him my DNA. I said, whoa, bro, I ain't giving you nothing. You want something from me, you pay me for it. Oh, no, they go get a judge order saying they could do anything appropriate to get the DNA. I said, well, the only thing appropriate you can do is ask me for it, and I'm telling you, you can't have it. You want to give me a contempt of court charge under the federal jurisdiction, I get to have a jury trial. So we're going to stay here, we're going to have a jury trial on whether or not you have the right to do this. Oh, no, 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 no. 2 grown men, you know how the size the sheriffs are. They ain't like me and you. They ain't short men. These are big boys, big corn-fed boys. 2 men tired themselves out with their knee in my chest, choking me out, with my hands locked to the chair. Now, I'm a Baptist minister with no charges, ever. 20 years. I had some charges back when I was in college. I was young, dumb, and stupid. But once I became a man, I didn't ever have no problem with the law. I owned the largest chemical franchise in the state of Louisiana. I hired huge amounts of people, year-round. I didn't deserve to be treated like that. My parents didn't deserve to be treated like that. So I hope y'all understand that I don't have any time for this. We have the right. But guess what they did after that? When they couldn't get it from choking me, because I was raised in the Japanese dojo since I was 12. I told you, my grandfather's a tough old man. I was raised by Mr. Band. He was Screaming Eagle. They didn't raise no punk here. So I didn't give it to them. But then they started electrocuting me with a taser while I'm locked to the chair. And as I'm screaming, they stick the swab in my mouth. So that is what I have. That's the understanding I have with this parish. So if y'all got proof, please show it to me. I will obey. Because my intent is not to break the law, but my intent is to, under the Constitution, be able to support and to be able to handle my contract I got with these people right here. which as far as I know and as far as y'all can prove, is nothing but a corporation. They have no political status. If you say they do, that they have it, give it to me. I want you to Google IRS political subdivisional confirmation letter. That's all you got to do. Google it. It's going to bring you to the IRS laws, and it says on the about 4th or 5th paragraph, one must have a confirmation letter from the IRS to hold a political subdivisional status. So if you got that, give it to me. I will, and I told you, I will come out and cook y'all dinner, man. And let me tell you, there ain't many people that cook better than old coon ass from Bayou Jack. All right, gentlemen, like I said, they can come down anytime they want, but the parish needs to come down here and work out a contract with us or show us where they have the right and what they're planning on doing to begin with, man. You know,
well, like I said, I mean, the only thing they're planning on doing is just scraping what's already here, and then they can go back over with blacktop, just like they're doing everywhere else in the parish with the old roads.
Well, you know, good business.
They're trying to invest good tax money with the parish back into roads to make it better for the citizens of St. Landry Parish. Yeah. Which, you know, all of us, it's been a long time since they've done road improvements. Yep. You know, so I mean, you got to understand where they're coming from. Yeah, I understand. These guys here, they're contracted by them, you know, and like I say, they're just trying to make your life a little better. Well, hey, and my mom's mad at me because she wants a road. But my problem is, there's got to be an understanding. Otherwise, if there ain't understanding, then it can be anything they want. And then it's exactly what you said. They own this without paying for it, without doing anything. Man, do you have 10 feet of your property you want to just give over to the parish? Well, I mean, I understand on my property that there's a 10 to 12 foot easement on my property anyway. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's a general understanding. Well, I don't have that. I don't have any general understanding. Services and everything else that needs to go in. Well, again, I don't have any general understandings like that. I need to see it in paperwork. Right. I've given general understanding, and it got me put away for 3 years on a crime I didn't commit, and it got my parents harassed. It's got my mom almost dead the other day because it broke her heart. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, so, like I say, just let me go ahead and explain. Now, if they come on here, right here on this road today, without there being a parish person coming out here and substantiating that contract in one way or the other, then I'm filing a claim against the sheriff's bond because y'all basically come out here with guns and told me I have to let them do it without them ever establishing a contract with me. So that's forcing a contract on me. That's a violation of your oath. That's a violation of the Constitution. It's also a violation of they're going to take land from me without ever paying for it. That's another violation. It's also a violation of equal protection, due process, and multiple others. It's also a violation of my right to contract with y'all, and my right to contract with them. So we're going to contract right now. If you got proof that they can be on this road, something besides, because I'm not seeing anything held in y'all's hand right now, well, I mean, then bring it to me. Then bring it to me. Oh, again, the parish isn't coming out here with guns. Y'all are. But we have to because we protect other citizens within the parish. And I have threatened no citizen. Right. All I've done is I've tried to contract. And I've tried to reinforce my contract, which was within my lawful right. So if somebody comes out here and tries to stop or inhibit my ability to contract with the parish through guns or threats, that's a violation of their bond. That's a violation of their oath. And that's what they've gotten you to do. They've gotten you to come out here and commit a crime against me and my family. And now, again, I can't stop y'all because y'all got guns and I don't. I'm a preacher. Y'all can shoot me, I can't. Well, I can't shoot you. We're not here to shoot you or anything else. I mean, that's well beyond the scope. I pray to God that I go another 20 years without having to shoot somebody. From your mouth to God's ear, brother. You know what I mean? Yes, I do. I respect people the whole bit I have in my entire life. Well, you know, I appreciate that. But the big thing is, like I say, they've got a job to do, and they're going to need to do it. If you need to take civil action, if they finish the road, then all I can say is just bless you and good luck. Now again, we have established a contract, the two of us, us two, that if there's paperwork that comes out, they can work on it. But if they come over here without establishing a contract or showing that there's a contract established or showing me that they have jurisdiction to come out here, then that means somebody's got to pay me. And they're using y'all to force that unlawful contract on me, so it'd be you two.
not the sheriff by himself. Because like you said, the sheriff don't know. The words come down, but you don't know who it is.
Right.
Do you have anything in writing that supports that?
Well, I mean, we have the work order saying coming out here, this is parish government, so, you know,
Okay.
it comes over the computer, so.
Hey, can the sheriff bring his bond, his most recent bond out here? I got his old bond, but I don't have his
I
new
don't know
bond.
whether he's gonna do that, but I mean, you
He's
can
got
call
to.
him and everything else.
Yeah, you can't hide a bond.
Yep, that's true.
That's a crime.
You could probably go see his bond.
Well, I mean, I just want a copy of it. That way I can file against Western Surety Company or whoever else is holding the bond now.
Yep.
Whatever the situation is, I can file for my damages.
Yep.
And like I said, my mom wants a black top.
Yep.
I don't mind having the black top, just so it's done lawfully. Because right now, what's happening, this is unlawful. This is a violation of contract,
Okay.
and there you go.
Like I say, it's nothing criminal, it's all civil.
All right.
That's the way we're gonna leave it.
It is criminal because we're talking about a violation of Title 42, 1985. You're violating my constitutional rights. All right. We're also talking about, what is it, Title 18, 291 or 241. All right. That means 2 or more people come and violate your constitutional right. It's $10,000 fine per each one. That's not civil. That's criminal. So there's criminal actions coming on, and I just now made a statement of the criminal action to y'all. So are you going to go and arrest them?
Nope.
Do you need an affidavit of criminal complaint?
Nope.
Okay, so y'all just refusing, y'all allowing a
Because
criminal
like
to
I
take
say,
place, all right?
This is from our understanding and through parish government, this is a parish road. That's where we're gonna take it, that's where we're gonna leave it.
And I
They are to
accept
say
that.
so with the sheriff's department and the whole bit, and that's where we're gonna take
And
it.
I accept that upon proof of claim.
Okay.
But y'all don't have any proof of claim.
Well,
That's a problem.
We'll see what they can do to give you proof of claim.
Yeah, please ask them to come out and talk to us. We'd like to know what's going on.
We'll see if we can get someone
will
with
do
parish
that.
government to come talk to you.
Hey, that's just a neighborly thing to
Show you
do.
Everything that's gonna happen, what they're planning on doing, the whole bit, that way they can speak with you.
Well, I just want things to be fair. I don't think that's too much to ask for somebody to tell us
That's
what's
true.
going on.
I agree 100%.
All right,
See if
good.
We can get one of them to come talk to you specifically
Good.
to show you what's going on.
Good, Jim. I appreciate y'all being reasonable. Thank you.